Before you pick out your perfect concealer shade, you need to start by picking out your perfect foundation shade. Let's talk about concealer, and I'm going to share with you one of the biggest mistakes I see women make when it comes to their concealer. The first thing that I want you to do, though, is I want you to take note that at the end of this video, I want you to watch this video here. I will link it at the end, and I will also link it in the description of this video. That's going to help you pick out your perfect foundation shade. Once you pick out your perfect foundation, your concealer will be a whole lot easier. How are you today? If you're new here, I am so glad that you're here. If you've been here before, welcome in. I'm Dawn from Just Doing My Best, and I'm here every week with a brand new video for women over 40 and women over 50 who just want to feel our very best. And I don't think makeup should be hard. I don't think it should be super intimidating. That's why none of my makeup videos or my clothing videos are ever like super technical, very difficult. I want you to walk away feeling very inspired, thinking, I can do that. Concealer should be that way too. Again, I want you to watch this foundation video at the end. I will also link it down in the description below. But when you buy foundation, your foundation should match your skin. It should melt right in. It should cover slightly some of your imperfections and just make your skin look a little bit better. So when you go to pick out your concealer, first tip, your under eye concealer should be about one shade lighter than your foundation. One shade lighter will help illuminate underneath your eyes, bring light to your face, help with those dark circles that I know we all have. I'm 54. Hello, they don't go away. I can drink 10 glasses of water a day, get 8 hours of sleep every night. They're still there. I also think you should have two different concealers, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. But first, I want to tell you, I'm going to link this concealer down in the description below this video. I love this concealer, and I would put this concealer up against anyone else's concealer. But I want you to know that I have really oily skin. 54 years old, and I have such oily skin. So this works for me. Now, they do have a hydrating version of this concealer, which, by the way, under 10 bucks. The hydrating version I have found that obviously doesn't work for me because I have oily skin, but I have found that the colors don't necessarily line up with each other. So you might have to kind of play around with the colors. I use one of the very, very lightest shades that they have, and I have applied my concealer with my fingers before, but now I really prefer to apply my concealer with a brush. Don't get super caught up in what brush you should use for concealer. You know what? Seriously, the smaller the better. This is a great concealer brush. I will try to link one or two in the description of this video. But I think that when you are applying your under eye concealer, go one shade lighter than your foundation and apply the concealer to the heel of your hand. I will link a concealer video that kind of describes that. Apply your concealer to the heel of your hand and then pick it up from there. You will use half as much concealer and get a much better concealer application. You'll be amazed. The biggest mistake that I see women make with their concealer, and I don't think this is talked about enough, is I think that you need two different concealers. They don't have to be two different formulas, but two different shades. Remember that I said your concealer for under your eyes, I think should be half to one shade lighter than your foundation. You want to illuminate that under eye area. A lot of people, let me just skip ahead and just say that I see a lot of the younger girls talk about getting a really light foundation underneath their eyes. And then what happens is it has the exact opposite effect. It makes the under eyes super light and it just draws more attention to those under eye circles. I want you to get another concealer. It could be the same exact formula, same brand, everything. But look for a concealer that is the same shade as your foundation, and let me tell you why. When you're trying to conceal those other imperfections, redness around your nose, redness around your mouth, maybe you have a scar, I have a lot of sunspots, you want to conceal those with a concealer that blends seamlessly with your foundation, just to kind of hide those a little bit better. Again, you want your face and your foundation and your skin to look like your skin, but better, right? We've got that concealer underneath our eyes that's a little bit lighter to illuminate that area. If you use that same concealer shade, which is what I see so much, if you use that same lighter concealer shade on those other imperfections, it's going to be like you put on your foundation and then put a little bitty spotlight on all of those areas. So, concealer under your eyes, one shade lighter. Concealer on those other areas that you're trying to conceal to try to blend in a little bit more, that concealer should be the same shade as your foundation. If this video was helpful, please do me a favor, like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe. And come over and find me on Facebook or Instagram at Just Doing My Best and say hi. I would love to see you over there. Be sure to watch this concealer video and also my foundation video so that you can get the best concealer application and find your best foundation shade. I hope all that was helpful, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. So go out today and be blessed and do your best.